Hello everyone and welcome back to Boater Plays Something. We were playing Deus Ex Human Revolution. And we're gonna try to find these missing Seraph scientists. We've just taken a long time taking out a whole room of people for basically nothing except getting past them. And we're ready to continue. Let's go for it. I'm Boater, let's play something. Alright, we got... droid over there. Let's open this up. 9992 to get in. What do we gotta do? We need to get there, and we can stop and get that along the way. Good. Good, good, good. We're good, we're good, we're good.
Access
we're good.
Granted.
Good. Trank darts, yes, I want those. And we go through here. There's a wall we can punch through, but we're gonna explore this way first. And up, and probably to one of our scientists. It's been a while. Reed and the three scientists were taken a while. Hi! No reaction? Hello?
Get the hell out! This lab is off limits to you people.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nice to see you too, Dr. Colvin.
What? Wait a second. I know you. You were Sarah's
Oh right,
security
I wasn't all this.
Way to protect our asses.
Oh,
Hey,
fucking
check the
excuse
attitude,
me?
Doc. I nearly died trying to save you.
Oh, and now you're here to take me back. Well, maybe I don't want to go. Maybe I've got more here than I ever had at Seraph.
Then you're
Would
welcome.
Vasily
Like fucking
Shevchenko agree
pick
with that? They executed him and dumped his body in a ditch.
That's not true.
Believe it. Unless these murderers have you so brainwashed, you don't mind building their toys.
It wasn't a toy. It was a software upgrade that limits functionalities in a biochip. They told me it was for crowd control. Is Vasily really dead? You saw the body?
Right, you were kind of a bitch in the opening
Oh my
cutscene
God.
too.
I should have listened to him.
Dr. Colvin,
I
I need
didn't
to
see the
locate the
response
rest of
with
the
his
team.
arm.
But Dr. Reed's GPL isn't broadcasting.
She's in the secured zone. There are guards everywhere.
Then I need a way to get the guards out. A distraction. Maybe a lab accident, what do you say?
After what those bastards did to Vasily? Of course. But one minor incident in this lab won't be enough.
No. But if a couple of other labs go up, simultaneously...
Declan and Eric. Of course. Interesting idea, Mr. Jensen. Ambitious, but risky. The timing will be critical.
I'll coordinate the attack. But you understand that this could all backfire.
I'm no shrinking violet, Mr. Jensen, but there may be another issue.
They're tracking your GPLs, aren't they? I've been wondering how to get around that.
Smart man. Just like Vasily. He had a plan to shut down their tracking and jamming protocols using a virus. Maybe Declan or Eric know something more about it.
Dr. Colvin, I need to know I can trust you. You seemed pretty happy to be here until I told you about Dr. Shevchenko.
It's been 6 months, Mr. Jensen. Not long for you, perhaps, but how long can a person live in constant fear? Once they took us out of isolation, it just seemed easier to concentrate on the work.
Did all of you feel that way?
Vasily didn't. Maybe not Declan either, but the work we do here, the discussions, and the theories. I thought Seraph's projects were far-reaching, but the experiments I've seen going on here, it's the kind of stuff DARPA dreams up every
And you can't
day.
do because
Only
ethics.
without governmental oversight keeping you in line.
I suppose I'm just a typical scientist to you, right, Mr. Jensen? Blindly pushing boundaries?
Yeah,
No
you
care
seem
for
really
who's
fucking
footing the
happy
bill or
doing
how
that
our
here.
discoveries get made?
We all have to live with ourselves at the end of the day, Dr. Colvin.
You're right, of course. But were things so different in Detroit? We all know where those Seraph contracts came from, don't we? You asked me if you could trust me. You can. But you better get on with this.
Okay, wait for my signal, Dr. Colvin. When your GPL starts to vibrate, set off the distraction.
I understand. And I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Unlocked computer. From Vasily, you're still hanging on to one of these. Listen to me, you know what they're doing to us, you recognize the tactics. They're giving life by not taking it. Recommend. Near, you're thinking too narrowly. The positioning of the processor is just a detail, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the input coming into the chip from the nervous system. That's what's generating the individual and or multi-threads you need to suppress. Focus on isolating those patterns, and I think you might actually get somewhere. If it makes you feel better, H told me. H, great. Eric's designing the chip. You've worked with him long enough to see how he thinks. Okay. It's a door. Right, okay, so camera there. What's over here? Another unlocked computer. Mr. D, these new samples are simply amazing. The fragments are definitely human, but present some peculiar, albeit tacit particularities. I have to say, this could be it. This could be what we're waiting for. Started work on it. Fragmentation location not an issue. Fragments are effectively amplified. Vector insertion. I'm having troubles with transfection. It's going to be inspected. For make, if the cells react as planned. Started naming subjects with the name of the apostles. Yeah, that's awesome. Here, we don't have to worry about the security hub over there. Just punch our way through. Is there a grate behind here? No. What's in here? What makes this room worth it? What justifies the existence of this room? Aside from some crates that look awfully inviting, but oh, there we go. A hidden elevator. Maybe I'll clean that up later. I'm not gonna clean that up later.
You don't look like the other security people. Did they call you in to deal with the smugglers? I know they've tried to enter the ranch before.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Oh my gosh, please. There we go.
What do you want? I told you people not to barge in here. Wasn't the new biochip design enough?
Not recognizable because apparatus.
I'm here to get you out.
Oh, you recognize that voice.
From Sarif? But we were told we'd be...
Of course they would tell you
not.
that.
Not exactly.
Listen, Jensen. They forced me to work for them. I didn't want to create the new biochip, especially since it was based on Sarif's research, but...
Alright, I like your
they didn't
reaction
give
a
me a
lot
choice.
better.
No one doubts your loyalty, Dr. Koss. Do you know what they plan to do with this new biochip?
I'm not sure. They said something about having Tai Young Medical produce it and distribute it through LIM, but I can't be sure.
Yeah.
I know, and I'm here to bring you all back. But to reach Mangan, I need you, Colvin, and Faraday to stage lab accidents as a distraction, simultaneously.
Isn't that a little risky? Besides, how will we coordinate
It is
these
relax. Take a chill
It's
pill.
impossible.
Here's a sedative.
Maybe not. But it's that or staying here and eventually ending up like Dr. Sevchenko.
They killed him, didn't they? He kept provoking them, coming up with these wild escape plans. They
Oh, okay, you seem a
try
little
to
calmer
keep us
now.
apart
That's
as
nice.
much as possible now. All right, Mr. Jensen. I'm with you. What's our next move?
We need to disable their GPL tracker. I know Dr. Sevchenko was working on something.
Yes, a virus program. We all thought it was too risky considering we had nowhere to go. But I don't have it. You'd better check with Nia or Declan.
Dr. Koss, the bioship you mentioned was based on Sarif's studies?
Yes, I believe so. At first I thought it was merely convergent research, but I've worked with Dr. Reed long enough to recognize her handiwork. Besides, I had been working on something similar back in Detroit.
And your knowledge of it made you invaluable here.
At least to a certain extent, it probably helped us all stay alive. But now with Dr. Shevchenko, I guess we've all become expendable. Except for Dr. Reed, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
It's more of a general feeling, I guess. Back in Detroit, we all realized that we were on the verge of something groundbreaking. And here, well, everyone seems to view her research as crucial in some way.
That might explain why she's being held in a secured area.
Possibly. I'm just glad we're going home. It's kind of hard to believe.
Sit tight, Dr. Koss. When you feel a vibration from your GPL, set off that distraction. That'll be the signal.
I will. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And hurry.
Thanks, you with the stethoscope. 6-month war. Absorption of Palestine in the United Arab Front. It was inevitable. The coalition of nations, first conceived by Iran in 2014, would turn their attention to Israel. In March of 2021, the conflict would become known as the 6-month war was ignited by a massed invasion. A carefully coordinated attack using infantry and armored elements, fighters and bombers, short-range ballistic missiles, and limited lateral sea power struck at Israeli defense forces. The use of covert, augmented operatives, and cyber warfare units to cripple defensive command and control networks and nuclear retaliatory strike capabilities. Great. Oh. Okay. Going up then. I said I'd fix it. Ish. Yeah, good enough. Alright, so other guys being held in another building. We were able to exit out this way. Oh no, skyway to the other building. There was a door to get out there, but I don't really need that right now. Down here, there's... Oh, what a dumbass. Biomech lab, exit to courtyard, security, and offices. Huh. Well... Of course, if I had the active camo thing, this would be so much easier. Alright, 2 guys. He's gonna go there and then look that way, which means I can go around here. Take out this one. Oh, I forgot to check balconies. Nothing. Nothing happened. What happened to you? Okay, I don't want to just pick up stuff to sell it at this point. I'm hoping Burke's pistol gets me a pretty penny. Other than that... Oh, straight down, huh? Huh. Okay. Well, that's an interesting way to keep an eye on your asset.
out there, goddammit?
Yay, different animation because chair. Don't need that. Don't need that. We'll take the pocket secretary. SPC O'Connor. Login information is A. O'Connor. Password Kepler. Contact me if you have any questions. 2535. Travis wants me to check something in Biomech Morgue. Can you send me access code to shut down the elevator laser grid? Well, we took care of that already. Trank rifle and darts. Good. What have you got on you? Alright, we already took something. That may go where we need to. Let's see here. Security rating 3. We need to get to there. And we're good.
Access granted.
Here's a copy of the file on security specialist. Adam Jensen, male, Caucasian. Birth location unknown. Date of birth 93, 34 years old. Both parents deceased 98. Foster parents in Detroit. College education, University of Phoenix. Associate degree in criminal justice. Sworn officer, DMPD 2014. SWAT 2018. Quits DMPD 2026. Hired by Seraph Industries 6 months later. Addendum. Recently augmented military grade. Armed and extremely dangerous. Current status alive. Megan Reed, female, Caucasian, Seattle, 95, 32 years old. Moved to North California, 2009-2010. Moved to France, 2012. Graduated magna cum laude, neurology and psychology. Returned to the United States, 2018. Seraph, 2020. Had a science team, 2023. Current status acquired. Yeah. Deceased. Okay. I don't actually care. You can pause. Nothing else around here. Sure, Kepler, but it's a level 2, so I'm just gonna take it. Oh, this is a big one.
Access granted.
Okay, sweep and clean. The lab Savchenko was using in the Microgen building has been officially cleaned from top to bottom. No forensic team in the world will be able to find trace materials in there now. Change the door code to 5377, let admin know they can reassign it. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees what he did with the stapler. So I just got another request from Dwayne to have a hidden camera installed in his lab. Should we play along and humor him? He still thinks it's one of the other eggheads in his department that's putting all the farm porn on his PC. Wow. Sure, we can even record one of us wearing a lab tech uniform the next time we do it. Oh, can't wait to see what I did with the stapler. Wow. Okay. That's fantastic. Into this room. Unlocked computer. High toxicity. Yeah. Okay. Another ebook, Shadow of Omega. Omega Ranch was a massive undertaking, highly secure site with multiple labs and research departments, along with support structures and an accommodation complex. 2009, the Disease Control Initiative opened their doors to the world's doctors, blah blah blah. Pressures on WHO. Breach in containment led to a spread of the avian flu virus, which swept across Malaysia, killing tens of thousands of people. The exact details of the cause of the outbreak are unclear, although some conspiracists have insisted the event was deliberately triggered by clandestine groups. Perhaps as an attempt to destabilize the region, the epidemic would have lasting effects on Malaysia. Yes, take all that. Oh wow, somebody likes having trank darts around. That's nice. Okay, we gotta go downstairs. That's where this last guy is. No noise.
On one hand, you have Deus, which on the surface is designed to stop global warming. And on the other hand, you have these weather machines out in Alaska that are firing millions of watts into our stratosphere and causing mass destruction across the globe. Now, followers, do I have to spell this one out for you? You do see how one serves the other, right? The more tsunamis, earthquakes, and hurricanes
Read
that
that
are
in a
created
sec.
by these man-made weather machines, the greater need world. I just need more money. More money. Just follow the money. This time the money is in the entire West Coast collapsing into the Pacific. Not to mention hitting a home run for the Council of Five's depopulation plan. They've been talking about this one for years, so instead of waiting for it to happen, they'll just make it happen. This is how things go down in the world these days, followers.
Thanks. Explosions shut down port on Hengsha Island. Shipping on the Yangtze River continues to be disrupted days after a violent explosion shut down the port of Hamning on Hengsha Island. The small dockyard leased by Bell Tower Associates sustained heavy damages. Chinese authorities believe Australian terrorists may be behind the bombing. Key world place to visit Panchaea. Billionaire Hugh Darrow is inviting the world to Panchaea, his state-of-the-art installation in the high Arctic. Darrow will be bringing key delegates from the United Nations, important players in the augmentation debate, and high-ranking government officials from around the world for a 3-day summit. Topping the agenda will be the augmentation issue. Insiders believe that Darrow and Lim, a major sponsor of the Panchaea project, are working together to reach an agreement with the UN and other international bodies concerning the regulation of human enhancement technology. Employing the highest percentage of augmented people in the world, Panchaea is a fitting stage to showcase and debate the possibilities that human enhancement represents. Okay, this is open. We're going to see where this goes. Unlocked. Good. Just finished running test you asked for the Asian girl, 521. It looks like an epic fail. I applied the stimulus pattern. Nobody says epic fail anymore. Yeah, okay. Oh, and this is back over here. Wait, I thought we... Okay, so... Right, we had gone up. And we did these two already. I'm so confused. Does that go down? I mean, I'm sure I can open this, no problem. Oh my gosh, I don't need to open it. I can just bring over a key to open up the laser grid. You, mind holding the fort for me? Thanks. Autosave, good. Probably put this away. I don't see any enemy signatures around. Wow, you folks look good. You should take some of these. Alright, you're moving. That's good. If you weren't moving, I would think you were dead. Let's see, he's in that last lab over there. Well, here's the morgue. Oh, there's a punchy. Very good. Morgue computer. No. Hack. We got one to take out. There. Got this.
Access granted.
Cool. Declan, my old friend, you were right about the implants. The bastards using them to keep track of us. They'll continue to do so unless we can shut down their tracking and jamming protocols. Feel up to another angina attack because we need to discuss this in person. From Vasily to Declan. I know you're nervous, Declan. To be honest, I am too. But Delgado's work is centered on the use of electrical signals to evoke emotional responses in the brain. He was targeting the amygdala and hippocampus. Hugh Darrow assures me we're not doing that, and I trust him, for reasons I'll explain when I can. Until then, please don't risk yourself by sending me emails like this one. Stick to research questions only, because you're right, I'm sure they are monitoring every word we type. Declan Faraday. Megan, I'm really getting worried about the signal pattern they got me working on. If it's truly meant to transmit software upgrades to limb patients, why do they want it to broadcast wideband across multiple frequencies simultaneously? What exactly is it going to transmit? I know these wankers are probably monitoring every email I send you, but I can't ignore my gut. For some reason, I'm reminded of Delgado's work with electrical stimulation in the brain. Am I wrong to think there's a connection? Okay, so we're gonna make friends with the wall. Oh. What's up here? Nothing? Aha! Nothing. No, not nothing. Whenever I think it's nothing, it is in fact not nothing. Oh, we're outside. Oh, and there's that wall I punched through, so... Okay, well that's good to know. All about punching through walls to get out of here. Or in, whichever way we wanted to go. Alright, let's talk to the last good doctor. Last doctor, do you recognize me off the bat, or are we gonna have a rigmarole here?
Adam?
Hey!
Adam Jensen?
I like you.
Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I died.
I made the mistake of surviving.
Or didn't.
I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Seraph wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? That do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
I see. Dr. Faraday, we need to free Megan from the isolation zone. I've got a plan to distract the guards. 3 lab accidents.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree. But timing them to occur at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
I know. But I'm hoping you might have the solution to that problem. Sevchenko's viral program.
Of course! I shouldn't have underestimated you. Vasily gave it to me before
Yeah,
he
last one who underestimated me got a
disappeared.
stun gun in the
Here
side of
you
his
are.
temple.
Upload it onto the central security computer. It will
But we
scramble
don't
their
talk
scanners.
about that DLC.
I would have done it myself, but I'm just a scientist.
Don't sell
Gordon
yourself
Freeman.
short, Doc. Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
Oh, I like you.
Tell me, where do I find this security terminal?
Vasily told me there's a tunnel leading to it, near the back of the compound, I believe. But I'm afraid you'll have to explore a bit to be sure.
Once I upload the virus, it'll be time to act. I'll signal you. A vibration in your GPL. Be ready.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
Yay! Awesome. So we are ready to get these guys going to get out of here. Get these guys out of here. Track down Megan. That's not ominous. Big plush armchair and the... Holy shit, what the hell goes on here? Ah. I didn't bother to, like, look around the room, but this is some creepy shit. Alright, well, I'm not gonna come back into that. Okay. Well, that's where we're gonna leave it then. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.com/BoaterBug. Be sure to subscribe below, YouTube.com/BoaterBug, and support me on Patreon.com/BoaterBug. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you next time.
They executed him and dumped his body in a ditch.
That's not true.
That's impossible!